Okay, everybody, how's it going? Welcome. Servers are up, sort of. Welcome. Yeah, so as promised, we are going to be doing some Elite Dangerous today and enjoying Power Play 2.0. Yeah, I am on my way to Shin so I can buy my Mandalay. But yeah, welcome everybody. I hope everyone had a good sleep. It was a long maintenance. I'm really genuinely surprised that the maintenance was not extended even further, but you know, I guess that's why they actually did a beta test server this time around, so that's good. But yeah, you know, we're gonna play around, we're gonna have some fun today. I have not pledged yet. I'm going to wait until I get my Mandalay and get back into various space. But yeah, I'm very excited. You know, I don't know how this is gonna go for me. Oh, okay. Well, you know, there's that. There's what we expected. Hey, it didn't take that long. Oh, fun. Let's see. Can I like just go ahead and buy pre-built ships? Can I just go ahead and put it in my thingy? Can I go ahead and put it in my FC? Because I'll turn around and go back if I need to. Maybe I'll just wait until I get to Shin. That might be the easiest way to do it. I heard the store was having some issues, so yeah, see, it's got me at 0 arcs right now. That's not right. I've got a lot more than that. I preloaded everything to make sure that I could do this. So yeah, you know, we'll just play it by ear. The first day is of course going to be interesting no matter what you do, right? But yeah, you know, I don't know how this is gonna go. I've had my thoughts about some of the aspects of Power Play 2.0 for a while now, and yeah, we're just gonna play it by ear and see how it works, see how annoying some of the annoying aspects are, and what all has been tuned since the beta servers. But if nothing else, the Mandalay is here, which I'm really excited about because I've really been waiting for that big time explorer ship for a while. You know, I love my cloud kicker, but you know, it'd be nice to change it up every now and then. I mean, really the only thing that I am ever really concerned about is, does it look good in screenshots? That's really the basis of my exploration, right? But yeah, I think the okay, I think it does look good in screenshots. I think it looks really nice. The new map looks fantastic, so I am excited to see how I can play around with this in a little bit later once we get through whatever I need to get through here. Wait, why are my hard points deployed? Oh, because I'm not in Super Cruise. There we go. Yeah, I don't really know what all the symbols mean yet. Like I said, we're gonna worry about that here in a little bit. But yeah, you know, it's a fun time. It feels like there's a lot going on in Elite, and I feel like they're really moving forward with actually trying to bring this game back and give it the love that it deserves. I don't know if you all watched the Frontier Unlocked yesterday. But yeah, big news. And the new feature is going to be colonization. So the bubble is no longer going to be static. And that is really exciting, but also we'll just have to see how it actually comes into play, right? We'll have to see what all they actually do with it, whether or not they can get it working the way that it sounds like they will get it working. You know, in theory, I don't think there's really anything super worrisome about it, right? Because, you know, if you're talking about systems, a lot of like the PMF and power play statuses and all of that, like all of that's just a flag that they can trigger on a system. That's literally just a switch that they need to, you know, fill in the blanks on or have it automated, right? But it does get a little bit trickier when you're talking about putting down bases and all of that. I mean, we see how long it can take to jump fleet carriers when things get really busy, right? So, you know, imagine all of those player starports going out and how long that's going to take. And then how long it takes BGS to actually process everything. Like sometimes you might be waiting a couple of hours after a tick for all of the influence and all of that to go through. So yeah, you know, imagine that just much larger because the bubble's getting much larger, right? So yeah, you know, there are a lot of questions about how it's all going to work, whether or not they can technically do it and make it as seamless as, you know, I think players would like it to be. But I think there is reason for hope. We'll just have to wait until next month when they give us the new updates and go into it in a little bit more detail and kind of see, you know, where things lie. But in theory, I like it. In theory, I think it looks really cool. I imagine it's going to be very slow, very expensive, not even necessarily just on like credit wise. Like I've seen a lot of people saying like, oh, 50 billion or whatever, which I mean, that's actually probably kind of reasonable if they want something to kind of pull credits out of the economy, right? But also just in terms of like the possible materials and goods. You know, if you do a Thargoid recovery system, I don't know if you noticed this after Jameson was attacked, but like it will tell you how much you need to like rebuild a settlement. It's very different than, I don't know why they don't do it for just like regular settlement reconstruction and that kind of thing in just like infrastructure failure states, right? But in Thargoid states, it actually tells you, like I went to Laurie Jameson space waiting for my engineer. I was like, hey, let's get some engineering done. And yeah, it was like, hey, we need like these 10 goods and we need 12,000 of each of them. So it was like a big deal, right? So I could see something like that going in, so it's not just straight up cash to build this stuff. And yeah, they did change up a little bit of the UI here, which is interesting. So it is my auto dock not on. Advance. Repeat request. Okay. What? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Day one. We'll just deal with it as we can, I guess. But yeah, you know, it's there's a lot of unknowns, but it does look really cool bringing in like the big carrier thing and then building a depot and being able to eventually place stuff. You know, I think there will be a few systems that people might be fighting over, that kind of thing, at least close to the bubble to start. But you know, as you get further and further out, I mean, there's more than enough. There's more than enough stars for everybody, right? So we'll just have to see. You know, I am excited about the idea of players building their own bridges to like Sag-A. You know, you've got the Azura initiative out there near the Great Annihilator. I'm sure there will be a bridge built to Beagle Point in the long-term future. So, you know, I think that's all very, very exciting stuff. I think that leads to a lot of possibilities. As you guys have seen on my streams before, I talked about it. I have always wanted more pit stops and locations to see when I'm out in the black. Right? Like even with the bridges, you know, there's still going to be a lot of empty space, right? So yeah, I am very, very optimistic about it. I'm very, very excited. You know, we'll just have to see if they can pull it off. There's a lot of things that can go wrong with it. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But the overall process sounds like a lot of fun. Cobra Mark V couldn't give less of a shit about. I hate the Cobras. Weird ass frisbees. I have no reason to buy a crate or a Cobra. Yeah, they're just weird. So for me, the Mandalay will probably be like the last ship that I buy with arcs. I will buy a Type 8 when that hits the credit store, but that's a ways off. I was really kind of surprised that they delayed it as much as they have. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they've been so focused on other things with getting Ascendancy out, and you know, some other issues as you can see. So, you know, we might be able to play this. We might be able to play this eventually. Like, I'm so close to the station. I'm so ready. But yeah, It is weird that the auto docking is apparently tied to the server too. I had no idea. Now I know. Now I know that if the servers go down, the auto dock doesn't work. So yeah, the Mandalay, the Type 8 I will buy with credits, but yeah, I was very disappointed to see that they're delaying that. Like that's 4 months after release, essentially, that they're putting it out for credit. So yeah, but you know, it's not like an essential thing for me. The Mandalay is really the big one once we can get in here and actually buy it. But, you know, aside from that, I think, you know, it's just nice to see people excited for the game again. It's nice to see... I don't know, I guess I started playing at a really good time because everyone in my Discord keeps talking like these horror stories about how bad FDev is and all of these other things. And I don't know, I feel like the year that I've been playing, there's been a lot of really good updates and content. So, you know, we'll just have to see if it can carry forward. You know, 2 or 3 years down the line, it might slow down again. But for right now, I feel like I've started playing at a really, really good time. Feels like they've been having some really good updates come out. New ships are always exciting. Obviously, Power Play 2.0 once we can actually get in here and enjoy it. So yeah. You know, I'm ready. I'm excited for the future. This is you know, not the perfect space sim. There's always a lot of things that can always be improved upon, but just in terms of the overall package, like this is what I've been looking for so many years, since the days of playing Freelancer in high school, right? This is probably the closest that I will get to like the fully immersive space sim. So yeah, I like it. I'm excited. But yeah, you know, as far as the Power Play 2.0 stuff goes, you know, I will probably, just to start off, pledge to Aisling and then to Aisling, right? And, you know, go from there. I'm not, you know, I'm not tied to anything. Depending on how annoying the Power Play security is, I might just not do Power Play. You know, I'll just have to wait and see. That would be really disappointing because there's a lot of stuff in Power Play that I really want to do. But as I've said a billion times in doing my streams, I don't want to be shot at just running trade routes. Like, just full stop. I don't want to be cut off from parts of the bubble just for space trucking, right? And you know, there's always going to be that contingent of people that are rah-rah. There needs to be combat and there needs to be some... You know, there needs to be friction, and like, I'm sorry, but that's a game development mindset that died out 10 years ago. Even Warcraft doesn't really put as much focus on it as they used to, right? If there's combat, I know where to find combat, and I don't need it while I'm running trade routes. So, you know, we'll just have to see how it goes. It could just be that it ends up not being as annoying as I'm kind of expecting it to be. You know, that could be a thing. And if it's not, then yeah, I'll stay pledged and have fun doing it. But if it turns out that the Power Play security just, you know, locks me out of certain parts of the bubble to, you know, like this ship right here, the Cloud Kicker, like it's a pure exploration ship. It's basically a bubble hopper. So, you know, if it gets shot at, it's done. Like it's dead in the water, right? And I know some people are going to be like, oh, it just means you have to build a different ship, right? And it's like, I've got a billion ships that can take out pretty much anything in the game right now. But the problem is I don't want to have to use them to haul my way across the bubble, you know, when I'm just running errands, right? So yeah, we'll see. I'm not tied to anything, but you know, it would be disappointing to not be able to take part in any of the Power Play stuff if the security is really annoying. But I mean, that's what's going to happen. And you know, the rah-rah contingent can complain all they want, but at the end of the day, like, I'll just not take part in any of that. The same thing as like the PvPers, right? Like, I don't have time to deal with that. I've got other things to do. We just started FF9 here on the channel, so I can always go play that instead. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. The stuff that does look fun, like outside of the Power Play security, everything else about 2.0 sounds really, really cool. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about the grand majority of it. I think the big thing with it, more than anything else, is that everything has a point, right? Like if you're ever just bored or don't know what to do, like you can always look at Power Play. You can always have options on things to do. and it always gives you stuff. Like, I completely forgot that the weekly care packages, they give you materials, right? Like, you get a weekly care package that gives you a bunch of nice stuff. And yeah, like there's always something to do now. Power play actually has a point. It is always a nice map for content when you don't know what else you want to do in the game. You're just kind of tired of doing the usual stuff, that kind of stuff, right? And it's a good variety of things too. Like, there is a lot going on, right? So yeah, you're never going to be wanting for combat or for content, it looks like. I mean, combat too. I mean, some of it is combat related, right? So yeah, you know, I think it's very exciting, and I think it'll be really interesting to see how things shake out now that power play stuff is not basically being controlled by a few commanders, right? Like, they got rid of the whole voting and consolidation and all of that, so it is all individual contributions, right? It's all based on what you personally want to do. And I think that is really, really exciting, because for the most part, a lot of the bubble has been very static for a very long time, because only a few people actually did anything power play related. And a lot of that was controlled by just like the really sweaty people controlling that faction, right? Because they'd been doing it for a long time. They had all the merits, so they had all the voting power, all of that. So all of that's gone. Like, no matter what, like, it is a lot closer to BGS. Now, whether or not there's like diminishing returns or anything like that, I don't know. We'll just have to figure that out. You know, BGS has diminishing returns for that kind of thing. But it sounds like it's just like straight merits. And yeah. And, you know, we've had some discussions in our Discord about the merit gain. A lot of people were really worried looking at DSS Lev's. Oh, are we going to make it? Are we going to actually be able to land? DSS Lev has been very good about doing some spreadsheets, kind of showcasing all of the powers, merit gain, all of that. You know, looking at those sheets, some people were very concerned about the merit gain being very low compared to how much you actually need for a lot of ranks and that kind of thing. But it looks to me, you know, he mentioned he had like 12K or something like that, just kind of doing the testing stuff on the server. So if that holds true, you know, it looks to me like it's tuned in a way that you'll be able to get the flagship item for each power play. Like for Ashling would be the Prismos, or, you know, I guess Yuri would be the pacifiers, that kind of thing. It looks like it's tuned in a way that it will take roughly about the same amount of time that it did, which is about 4 weeks, right? Depending on how hard you go at it. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And then after that, everything else is just kind of like extras, right? So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. Mandalay Standard. Let's take a look. Buy the pre-built ship. Let's do it. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, here we go. Woo! Ooh, my arcs. My arcs. It's a good thing I preloaded them this time. After all the trouble. Can be deployed in a shipyard. Nice. Nice. Excellent. Not really a whole lot left, but I'll be able to buy like a skin after doing like a couple missions or whatever, right? All right, so how do I deploy it again? I gotta go to the shipyard. I think I do. Ready to deploy. Nice. Nice. Use this ship. Now we get through the old... Now we get through the old, the fun parts, right? So let's go ahead and get in here. This is going to be a pure exploration Mandalay. I might buy another one in the future. I've still got maybe half my carrier slots still available, so yeah. We've got ways to deal with it. But yeah, this first one gonna be pure exploration. Let's take a look and see what all I can do with it. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even really need, well, I guess I can put an AFMS on it. Or AFMU. I forgot that they don't like technically have any weight. I forget that sometimes. Heatsink maybe? Yeah, I probably need a heatsink. Blah, 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 heatsink launcher. Oh wait, I forgot that I've got like a bunch of the pre-engineered ones too, so I can do that once I get back. That's cool. All right, I always do the power plant last. Oh, back. That's always kind of tricky. Thrusters. Okay, so here's the big one, 5C. Oh, they already give you an SEO by default. Okay. All right. Well, that's nice. Yeah, that's real nice. I don't think there was really any reason to switch it up. I mean, that's a 5C. Let's go with the 5A. Yeah. Go ahead. Put it on there. There we go. Live support. I don't really need a whole lot of live support for the... If I've got oxygen running, something's gone horribly wrong. Power distributor, we always undersize that. Do I want to do a 3D? Might be, ooh. I won't be able to boost, but that's fine. I think I undersized by 2 on most of mine. Sensors, 5D. Go. Fuel tank, same as usual. Thrusters. Back. 40. I don't think I can undersize that down to a 3. Look. Okay, optional internal. Cell. Cell. Shield generator, we'll put a small one on there. Like a really small one. Optional internal. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, do I have... Okay, so I do have a class 5. Optional, optional department in there. What all do I have? Oh, I do have a fuel scoop back there, though. That's fine. I can go and buy another one. Sell the old one if I need to. Here we go. Booster. Go. Flight assists, advanced docking. Internal surface scanner. Detailed surface scanner. All right, so I think that should be good. What are we looking at for AFMS or AFMU? Yeah, because I mean they don't have yeah, they don't have weight, so there's really no reason not to, right? There we go. All right, what else? What else did I need? Ah, the power plant. There we go. So this is gonna be the tricky one, right? I doubt I can put a 4D in it. About a 3A. Probably not. Yeah, we're just like barely. We're just like barely. Let me put in my shield generator first. Yeah, let's do that first. I don't need a big one. Just like a 3D would be fine. Be more than enough. Because yeah, when it comes to the AFMU, I don't think I've ever used one. I really don't. I don't think in my entire time of exploring, I think maybe I've used it once ever. Maybe. I really want the 3D, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. 5D would be too small. 4B maybe? What's the weight on that? Yeah, we can do a 4A. I'd really like the 4D, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah. B. that up. 5 tons versus... Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Get the cutoff. We'll do a 4A. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. All right. And then do the important stuff, right? The engineering. First things first, FSD. I think I've got enough for just about everything. I gotta fly back. Gotta fly back to our favorite system and get some experimental. Get the experimental module on it, but that's fine. I'm not worried. We get up to here. Yeah, I might. Oof. It's gonna be tough. I might need to see if I've got any anything I can trade down. I think I need some eccentrics for grade 5, right? Oof. Well, it'll get me part of the way. And I don't think Jameson... I don't think it's got a trader. Take a look. Yeah. Let's go to the old Nara. See where my closest traders are. Oh, search nearest. Generarda. There we go. Where are you, material trader? Always forget where my closest are for everything. Man, that's rough. Man, that's rough. Fuel generators. Reinforced. I don't need. Just engines. 30 drive. Nah. Power distributor. Yeah, I can put a... maybe do a little bit more charge on it. Maybe do a little bit on the power plant. I think I've got armored power plant, though. It's not really going to help me much. I think I'm not going to do too much with the distributors. Like I can do that anywhere, but power plant, oof, yeah. Does give me a little bit more power capacity though. Might not be a bad idea. Where to armor? There's no reason not to do heavy duty. It doesn't give me any weight, so might as well put a little bit on there in case I really mess up. Good old lightweight. We love you, don't we? All right, and then the big one will be my life support here in a second. We'll just do it up to grade 3 because I can engineer the rest later, right? That's not going to be a big deal. Life support. There we go. Lightweight. Do it. Like I said, if I'm running on oxygen, I'm already a dead man. That far out. Okay. Oh, press the right thing. There we go. I can't remember what all I needed to get the mass manager. It was, what, some iron and some other stuff. I'll just make sure that I've got a decent spread of everything by the time we get down there, right? There. And it's what, data mined wake exceptions, I think, for the rest of my grade 5. Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. What are we at right now? Take a look. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I love it. You love to see it. Can I change up anything? Can I change up anything else? I think we're basically at about where my cap would be. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I might be able to fit in a 4D if I put in the armored, but it's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I think we'll be fine. In the 3A? Probably not. Yeah. A little too close. Yeah. I think that looks good. I think we'll be fine. I probably won't be able to boost. But that's fine. I don't really boost all that much anyways. If I'm boosting, and it's just really to get down to the planet, which, I mean, out that far, I'm kind of in lazy mode the entire time anyways, right? All right. Let's, sword modules. There we go. Let's see, they had, they gave me what, pulses to start? Here we go. 4 internals, frame shift drive. Wait. Buy and store modules. Wait a second. Okay. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. Because this is a pre-built, I think once I changed everything, then like they're just gone. Like they don't take up any more space. So we should be good. I shouldn't have to like sell anything, which is kind of nice. Let me just double check, but yeah, I think we should be good. Yeah. I'm curious what the SEO handling is going to look like on this, so we'll have to get in here and play around a little bit. But I think we're good. Just need to top up a couple little things here and there, strip down the power plant maybe, and yeah, have some fun with that. All right, so what do we got? Encode would be LFT926. All right, let's give this a spin. Let's change it back to realistic just because it's a little easier for me to see what's going on for right now. Like I said, I will worry about the power play stuff here in a second. Now, the problem is if I strip down the power plant, I'm kind of worried, little worried that we might end up in a situation where I don't have enough power. We'll see. I got the 4A in it, but yeah, we'll just have to try it. I mean, I guess I can switch over to overcharge. I think I've got, still got enough materials to switch that up. See, the problem is I've got like a ton of grade 5 materials, and I just, man, I hate having to go and trade down. I really do. So yeah, I'm just very lazy like that. All right, but thankfully there's enough in the area. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't think we'll have too many issues. Take a look. Ooh, look, feet. Not sure. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the Zorgon Peterson logo right there in the middle of it, but yeah, that's kind of nice. It'll be kind of nice when I'm flying out there and trying to find the best spot to land for all those stratum, right? Ooh, it sounds really good though. It does sound really nice. Let's see how much an overcharge increases my hull. Yeah, this is already about even with the Anaconda. This is already about even with the Cloud Kicker, and it's not even like fully engineered yet. We'll see. Maybe strip down the power distributor. All right, which station do I need to go to? Meredith City. Gotcha. Where are you, Meredith? Hey. Wee. Put everything in that. Oh, that is smooth. That is smooth. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to overshoot this Well, that's what I get for testing things. That's what I get for trying. Goodbye, Meredith. Nice knowing you. It's all right. We got to try it out a little bit. Yeah, that like just barely sipped at my fuel too. Wow, that's impressive. But not as impressive as what it's gonna look like when EDHM gets back up. So much orange. I have not seen orange in a couple months now. Ready? I'm excited to get my old UI back. Thankfully, it seems like all of my binds should still be the same, which is nice. I didn't have to worry about that. I've got it all backed up, but it looks like it should be okay. All right, let's get in here. Get these data mine wake exceptions, just round out the rest of my FSD. And make sure that I've got enough, because I think maybe I need some eccentric. I think it's eccentric for the mass manager. We'll see. I'll just make sure I've got a little bit of everything. I should have more than enough. It hasn't been that long since I went to the crashed site. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't have enough in my capacitor anyway, so yeah, I'm not concerned. Here we go. I am noticing, and it's probably because I'm streaming as well. Let me change some stuff up. You might see behind the curtain. I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to change my body. Gonna change my body a bit. Instead of 144 frames a second, we're gonna knock it down to 60. Hopefully that'll help the frame rate a little bit. Yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. You know, now that the server seemed relatively stable. But yeah, it's always an exciting time. I've been looking forward to this. You know, obviously it's been a little disappointing having the delays back and forth, but now that it's here, you know, it's no longer a problem. So yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had. Before we actually get in and do the power play stuff, I will also probably hit up the restroom real quick and all of that. So, you know, just bear with me. But yeah, we'll be doing a lot of... We'll be doing a lot of stuff today. You know, I don't really have like any specific plans or anything like that. We're just kind of vibing, you know, just having some fun and just playing around. You know, I do have to work tomorrow, but it'll be a later shift, so I'm going to try and hopefully fit in a stream in the morning. We'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, you know, I've been waiting to do this for like a couple weeks now, and it's nice that it is finally here. Let's see. So I think I've got a good spread, right? Like I'm not super concerned with a whole lot of stuff. Like maybe another data mine wake exception just in case. I think that should be more than... I don't think there was anything like in the experimental realm that really took more than like 5 to 8. Actually, because it could potentially be 8. There we go. I'm not going to need a whole lot of shield frequency data, I don't think. That's some other stuff. There we go. Yeah. See, I think that looks good. Got a good spread of just about everything. Most of what I think I needed was either in this area or, I mean, I guess I can always look it up. Elite Dangerous Mass Manager. Yeah, so it is eccentric hyperspace trajectories, and I only need the one. And then I need a lot of atypical disrupted wake echoes. As you can see, that's not a problem. Go. So yeah, I think that's good. Galvanizing alloys. So where is... All right, so let's hit up Tanner City next. Let me go ahead and finish this up. Go ahead and max it out. There we go. Hit up the old raw next. Very nice, very nice. Round that back up again. Where were you? Data mind wake exceptions. Got a lot of modified embedded firmware. I think that's what I get from the crash site, right? I think it is. There. So that should be good. Good to at least like get us started, right? Where am I going next? V886. Ah, that one again. Our favorite. Where was it? Trying to remember from the from the CG. There we go. It's still got the med ship there too. All right. The raw is still something I'm still working on. I think, like, you can still do the flak tree farming, flak brain tree farming. That's still like a ways out, so I haven't really done a whole lot of it. Most of what I've been doing has just been Robigo runs again. The Robigo runs give you a fair amount of like Yttrium and Tellurium, I think. If I remember right, those are the big two from mission rewards. So that's always nice. I have not done the Crashed Anaconda, so I don't know what that's looking like nowadays. That's probably like another really good spot. And it just looks, I mean, look at this. That view, it's fantastic. Just absolutely gorgeous. All right. Yeah, the frame rate is definitely taking a hit doing the streaming. More so than I remember from the last couple of times we've streamed this. So I don't know how, you know, what all they've changed on the back end. Like there theoretically shouldn't be anything really messing up the frame rate here, other than new UI elements. But you know, it is what it is. We'll just we'll deal with it as best we can. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful ship. Like, I really cannot wait to really get out in the black and have some fun with this. Oh, that's nice. You can see the heat map there. All right, where am I going? Tanner City. All right, this one's got the pulsar too. Yeah, this looks, assuming it doesn't put me right in its tail. Whoa, hey. How you doing, buddy? Long time no see. Tanner City, where are you? It's like 900 out. Come on. Yeah, come on. There we go. Oh, man. Like, let's angle it down a little bit here. 'Cause yeah, like, you really see it all. God, this is such a beautiful cockpit. Just absolutely gorgeous. Apparently, like, I guess it uses the modified Mamba. I don't own a Mamba, so I've never been inside one. But yeah, it's beautiful. I don't remember my FDL looking like this. Yeah, I really like this cockpit. The only downside is that I pop up there. I pop up there when I try looking at my feet. I wish that was not the case. I wish there was a way that I could like have that turn off for a second. You know, when I'm out there in the black, trying to finagle my way next to a couple plants, try and find that bacterium sitting down there, right? Yeah, gorgeous view. I'm very excited to take this out for like its first really big trip. You know, I've been debating on when I'm going to take my next big trip out, and we'll be streaming parts of it once I get out there. I kind of want to keep it a little bit of a secret on where exactly I'm going. Just, you know, being a streamer, sometimes people follow you or something. I'm not, I don't know why. I'm not that big of a name, but you never know. People want to rush in and get those first footballs and stuff. But yeah, you know, I did want to sit around here and do a little bit of power play first and see how all of that's going to shake out. And, you know, it might end up having some fun. And, you know, if power play ends up being really annoying, then maybe that's something that that I end up pushing up a little bit and just start making my next trip out a little bit faster than I had originally planned. But yeah, we'll just we'll see. I think a lot of it's going to depend on like what other players are doing more than anything else, right? Because obviously I'm very big on the BGS stuff. We've got a huge amount of space. We really don't know how other players coming in and trying to do the power play stuff is going to affect us. Because, you know, they say it's untied from your player-made factions and all that. But, you know, if you're doing power play things, you know, a lot of people are probably just going to be going in here and doing missions for really the first thing that they see. And that's going to affect the factions in those systems, right? You know, for systems that we control, that's not a bad thing because we're the controllers. So, you know, people just slamming down the first missions they see, a lot of those will probably be for us. Same with the trade, that boosts our influence, right? But we don't know how it's going to affect some of the smaller things, right? So, yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. Could be really annoying, could be a non-issue. It's one of those things we're just going to have to give it a couple of weeks to see how it shakes out. Man, that sounds really good. That sounds so good. That engine. Wow. It's so beefy. It's so beefy. And it's getting to the point I'm going to need a third monitor soon. And keep track of all of this stuff. But yeah, you know, we'll just have to see how it goes. And you know, I'll have to see how my squadron wants to do things. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That's the first time I've ever had that happen in Elite. Kind of scary, kind of worrisome. I really don't want to have to like turn down things. I would prefer not to. Let me switch myself up. We're gonna lower myself even more. We're gonna go down to 30 FPS. Oh no. There we go. Solves that issue. I think it's more than anything. I think we're kind of getting at the point where I might need to look at doing some upgrades soon. I also could have a memory leak or something going on too with this update. But yeah, if it's getting a little like spicy, I apologize. We'll see if maybe if it starts clearing out here soon. But it looks like changing it down to 30 did help out quite a bit. So I need to make sure that I've got arsenic. Yeah, we're like really low on arsenic. Everything else looks pretty good. Everything else is looking fine. Maybe do like one of each. Just make sure that my basics are topped up since so many of like the small things require the basics, right? Hey, losing one isn't gonna hurt me all that much. God, I've got a lot of tellurium. And stand to go get some more yttrium at some point. All right. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad there. Make sure that I don't have a ton of other stuff running on in the background. I'm going to close my Discord there. See, Discord honestly is usually a lot of it. There we go. I wish I could be like Doobie, doing the whole like 2 to 3 PC thing. Fortunately, I'm not that big of a streamer. But I'm glad she's doing well. I'm glad she's having fun conducting the old train. All right, now where do I gotta go next? Manufactured Timbledaris. All right, another system, another old friendly system I'm used to seeing pop up. Yeah, if I need to turn down some settings, I guess I can. Then like I have never Balderis. There we go. Where are you going? Like I have not had to do that in Elite basically since I started. But yeah, this is rough. It's real rough. I don't know what the deal is. We'll move it down to high. Yeah. See if that that helps some things. All right. Like it's running slightly better. Just bear with me, folks. I'm doing what I can. All right, now the one thing I have noticed with a lot of the new ships is that they do still have like some issues with the with docking and undocking using the auto dock. It's particularly noticeable in asteroid bases. I don't know why, but my Python Mark II, like there's a bar above and below the mail slot in asteroid bases, and the new ships love running into them if you were parked in one of those first couple slots just beneath them. Like the pathing that they have put down for the new ships, like the new ships are too fast, I guess. My Python Mark II bonks itself on that bar so often, and a lot of times they'll get stuck too. So yeah, I have noticed that, and it's particularly like a new ship thing. My cutter will bonk itself every now and then, but usually it like resets its pathing pretty quickly. Just being a big ship. But yeah, the new ships I have noticed bonk themselves quite a bit and have the downside of getting stuck a lot. Like a lot. All right. Well, the game seems like it's running quite a bit smoother on my end, so we'll just have to see if YouTube can fix itself, right? All right, where am I going with this, by the way? Levi Montalcini, okay. Got it. All right. Now, it could also be a YouTube thing. I know YouTube has been having issues lately with if you have chat open. Which, I mean, usually it's not a big issue here. I know a lot of you guys just kind of like chilling and hanging out and listening rather than chatting a whole lot. But yeah, it could be something related to that too. It could be completely on YouTube's end. We'll just have to keep doing our thing. Try our best. Where are you, Level Montalcini? Come on. How far out is it? Okay, let's just filter stations. Make it easy. Just cannot believe how smooth this is. How smooth this is with the SCO, and it takes up like no fuel at all. I am really curious what people are going to do with this in terms of like trying to go to Hutton Orbital, right? There we go. We'll go ahead and put that on. Yeah, that is like incredibly smooth and incredibly fuel efficient. Like, wow, that is way more than I thought. Kind of impressive. All right. I'm keeping an eye on the stream. It seems like you guys are doing okay. It might be a little choppy, but it's not like doing the whole 2 frames a second thing. So just kind of let me know how it's going. The old YouTube yellow banner is still popping up, but yeah, like it usually is not this big of an issue. I have not had to worry about this in Elite for quite some time. So I'm guessing, I don't know, they must have done something on the back end that's really kind of pushing things quite a bit. it's just, it's hard to imagine that like just the UI changes would do this. But, you know, who am I to guess the ways of FDev, right? But yeah, we'll play it around before I actually start the power play stuff here in a little bit. I mean, I'll take a break anyways, and I'll see if I can't get this smoothed out a little bit. Try and fix it. Maybe lower the bit rate. But yeah, I'm having fun with the Mandalay so far. Just flying around trying to top up my mats. Like just that alone has been really, really nice. It sounds really good. I don't know if you guys have been able to hear it with the audio in the background. Which, by the way, you know, again, this is always white bat audio. License-free music. Just give Karl some credit down there in your comments. But thanks again, White Bat Audio, for providing this this really good synthwave music for us streamers to use. It does help us out quite a bit. It's very hard to find really decent quality music for space sims out there, right? But yeah, it does sound really good. This engine is just, it is beefy. It sounds so beefy. All right, and then after this, we will finally be able to go to our gal Felicity. Finally, took us long enough. Yeah, we'll see how this thing really hops here in a second, because I feel like Desiat is it's a little ways out, right? Fitness 74. So yeah, we're already I think slightly above my Anaconda. It feels like it is. I think my Anaconda is like 75. I don't know entirely for sure. All right, what all do I need to fill up on? Like it was a couple things. I'm always in need of like manufactured components. always in need. I need to be better about trading down on these things. It's just, man, it's so annoying. It's so annoying constantly having to go here and do all of this. There we go. But like you can see how many like grade 5 mats I've got compared to everything else, right? It's pretty bad. There we go. Of course I don't have any improvised components, because why would I? Why would I make it easy on myself? Okay, focus crystals have got a lot of... It's just really these. It's really these every time. Thankfully, I get a ton of core dynamic composites and proprietary composites from my home systems. So I'm not, you know, I've got options at the very least. Let's see. I think that was really about all I needed. I think I've got enough for everything else. Heat veins. Like, I want to make sure that I'm like close to 10 on each, right? Let's take a look here. I think we should be good. I think we should be good. Let's see, what was it? The Elite Dangerous Mass Manager. Galvanizing alloys. That's what it was. That's what it was. And I think I've got enough galvanizing alloys. Where are you? If I can find them. Yeah, we got more than enough. Throw a few more on there just for good measure. Didn't even really take a look to see what ship skins are available. I saw the one that they had for like the big one, like the big prepaid one. I just bought the basic. I feel like the Python and the... There might be closer than Desiat, come to think of it. Who else do I have around here that can do FSD drives? Frame shift drives. Arc. There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit easier. Go to Palin. Nice. Next jump. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. You love to see it. Come on, let me out. Let me out. There we go. But yeah, we might be pretty close to pushing 80 by the time I get Mass Manager on here. That's not including if I strip down some other stuff, like the power plant and whatnot. I'm worried about stripping down the power plant, and just because of the just because I am getting kind of low already. Really kind of pushing. I mean, I can turn off the AFMU. That's not gonna hurt anything turning that off. There we go. It solved all of our problems. I can strip things down as much as I want. Yeah, you like the strip down stuff, don't you? You're VTuber watchers. I know you. Don't try and hide your shame. Speaking of, I guess I had to take off the jacket today. There we go. Yet another explorer that can't boost. I love to see it. The old reliable. All right, now how far away was Palin over here? What else did Palin do? Can he take care of anything else while I'm here? We'll get in here and take a look. That's the problem, is I spent all this time trying to make sure that I can get Mass Manager, and now I don't know if I'll be able to do any experimentals on any of the other stuff. I'm very bad at pre-planning things, if you have not been able to tell. I just kind of vibe. Just kind of go with it. It's the way of the explorer. Where are you? Come on. Come on. There we go. Look at that. But you know, I'm sure all the spreadsheet nerds are like, why doesn't he pre-plan everything? We'll see who's laughing when I've got like 50 systems to my name right out the gate. Once they start doing all of that. This Super Cruise is so good. I was trying to explain to the squadron like how fast I go, and you guys have seen me. If you watch some of the older streams, like you've seen how fast I can go when I'm in full exploration mode, and yeah, you know, I'm real curious how hard it's going to be to actually claim systems. I can't imagine it's going to be easy, and I imagine it's also going to be, you know, the same as usual, tied to the weekly tick on a lot of aspects of it. So, you know, we'll see how fast people can get, you know, the bridges up to Beagle Point and Sage and stuff built. But, you know, in terms of, like, there being a whole lot of issues, claiming systems close to the bubble and a lot of conflict and stuff, I think it's going to be a lot slower than people are probably expecting. Actually claiming a system, who knows? You know, that could be something really easy, just like exploration, right? But in terms of actually, like, building stuff, that I think is not going to be an easy task. So, you know, we'll just have to see. But I am very, very excited about the potential of having bridges all over their galaxy in due time. But I'm a big road trip fan. Like, I've done Route 66 a couple of times. I love just like driving around, seeing the sights, stopping at the waypoints, and just enjoying my time. And yeah, a lot of it is going to be kind of samey after a while, because, you know, there's only so many different kinds of starports and that kind of thing. But yeah, just, it's about the journey and not always the destination, right? And kind of seeing kind of the weird stuff that you can see along the way, you know. Eventually, you know, while you're on those big highways, you'll probably stop and go off the beaten path a little bit and do a little bit of exploration, and, you know, maybe find some cool systems along the way. But yeah, you know, as someone that has been saying all this time on stream, like how much I wanted more stuff to do exploration wise and more just random things to see out and about, even if it was just a mega ship, right? Like the Zerara. Well, I think it's safe to say they have gone above and beyond that. I think yeah, I think us explorers are gonna have a really, really good time with this whole colonization thing. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun for us. Whether or not everyone else is going to have a lot of fun, whether or not the servers are going to be able to handle the amount of fun that we're having, who knows? There's still just a lot of unknown, right? We don't know how it's all going to shake out. You know, we'll get some more details next month, but yeah, just the general thoughts of it. I'm ready. I'm very, very happy about the news, to say the least. Be rebooting Galaxy servers in 5 minutes in order to fix an issue. This will involve momentary downtime. Well, let me get down here and get Mass Manager on here real quick at least. Please. Please, can I land in 5 minutes? I guess we're gonna find out. But, you know, that gives me a chance to use the restroom, get some more water, and maybe fix some issues with the stream quality. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully that might be tied to the issues that we're having right now. So maybe that'll fix the frame rate stutter a little bit. At least this one puts me pretty close. Ugh. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Come on. I got 5 minutes to land this thing. All right, come on. Come on. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll kick me out of the game or just put me back to the, just boot me back to the menu. But, you know, it was bound to happen. We knew it was going to happen. It's day one of a massive new patch. Of course there were going to be issues. It's just a matter of how many and how long it was going to take. But it's good that they like found it real fast. Honestly, like it's already doing better than I expected. The fact that the downtime only lasted as long as they said it was going to last, like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll allow it. All momentary downtime. Please find a safe place to log out. I'm trying. Please let me get Mass Manager on this thing real fast. Come on, I can do it. I just gotta believe. Okay, I'm back. Is the did they already shut it down? Already there? Is it already back up? Oh no, there it goes. Okay, well, you know, of course. But yeah, I really like the way the Mandalay flies. There's going to be a couple things that I'll probably do off stream, like I don't know if I can buy a planetary vehicle hangar here. But let me take a look here and see what all we can do. Dangerous engineering. Engineers. There we go. Ship modifications. Okay, where's the list? There we go. So like, what do I need to do now? Felicity Farseer can do thrusters. Do thrusters have a strip down option? I can't remember what all I've got on my... They do have a strip down option. Okay. Reduces mass by 10%. Okay, so that might be an option too. What all do I need? Salvage alloys, carbon in... oh wait, no. Proto-light alloys. No. No, where? Thrusters here. Iron, hybrid capacitors, and proto-light alloys. Okay. So we've got... wow, that was fast. Okay. All right then. That makes that easy. Maybe. Might get a mauve adder here in a second. I get the old the server's still down message. Yeah, I lowered the bitrate a little bit. Hopefully that will make sure that we can, you know, hopefully keep things like smooth as best as possible. I think the servers are not up yet. It tricked me. Oh, is there hope? Is there hope? No, there is not. We're still waiting. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time since I've had to like lower the settings in Elite. But you know, not much I can do about it. Failed to connect to comm server. Okay, well that's fine. I don't need to talk to anybody. I've got you guys. But yeah, you know, while we're getting some of this other stuff, you know, just out of the way, just kind of you know, a few things to bear in mind. Oh, I can buy planetary vehicle hangars here. Oh wait, no, I have them on the... Nice. So I have them... have some on the FC. Get a couple of things, purchase a planet. Okay, so I have to actually have one of those first. That's fine. A couple points of order. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff that is going to be going on over the next couple weeks. Obviously, a lot more of this, probably. We'll see. No. Engines, there we go. I use Dirty Drive because it's just quick and easy. There we go. Didn't really do a whole lot with it. Experimental effect, there we go. Strip down. Nice, nice. There we go. Mass. Okay. But yeah, next couple weeks, I've got to work the next 2 days. Next couple of weeks are going to be kind of busy, kind of crazy. But then after that, we've got a lot of free time. We're going to be doing a lot of FF9. I was thinking yesterday how much I really wanted to play more of it. So we're going to be doing quite a bit of that. Obviously more of this, and then later on this month we have FF14, the patch 7.1. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to look forward to. I'm only working like one day a week, which is not great. I'll be honest, it's not ideal for the paycheck. But we'll have fun with it. We'll do what we can. And you know, more importantly, we're closing in on the yearly goal. You know, so thanks a ton, everybody that's, you know, given me a chance over the past, Sirius. I can go to Sirius. You can do the power plants who have given me the time of day over the past year. It's very exciting, but yeah, we are what, only 10 away. I haven't taken a look to see if anyone's left since the stream started, but we were only 10 away from hitting the year-end goal of 1,500. So if you're new to the channel, want to see me just kind of goof around in a bunch of games, play some scuffed thrash guitar every now and then, yeah, they hit up that subscribe button, like the videos, watch a little bit, share among your friends. But yeah, it's an exciting time. I was worried for a bit that we might not get there, but it seems like we might. But yeah, all of your support is always appreciated. And yeah, the more that we grow, then the more content that I'll be able to do. And yeah, we'll have some fun. We hang out here. we keep it simple. All right, let's get up here and get down. I think it's what, 2 jumps? I didn't even take a look to see like what this is doing to all of my stuff. Ooh, I can probably buy a planetary vehicle hangar while I'm here and maybe sell one of the old ones. I don't necessarily think I need 3 more sitting on my ship. Oh yeah, did I set my fire groups? I should probably do that so I'm actually honking every time I go into a system. Here I am forgetting just the basics of the basics about being an explorer, right? Wow, that is... The shutdown did not do anything for the frame rate. I can already tell. Alright, let's actually get this taken care of too. D scanner and a surface scanner. There we go. Much better. I guess I could have gone to Farseer so I can get the expanded radius. I've got one on that fuel scoop. Oh, the fuel scoop. I barely even need it, to be honest. I feel like we've barely even been touching anything. Even pumping the SEO like is not really touching the fuel gauge at all. Wow, this thing's really... I'm loving this ship. I really am. Ugh. But yeah, I really need to probably get the expanded radius. I don't know if I had that saved or not. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe it was the comm server that was kind of causing everything to go down. Maybe they're having the same issues YouTube is. All right, let's see here. If I remember right, his base is like right next to Patterson Enterprise, so it should be pretty easy to just hop over. There we go. Whee! Overshoot it too much. You know, just a little bit here and there. Don't need to go too hard on it. This thing is so fuel efficient that it's going to be real easy to overshoot things if you're not used to it. Yeah, just a little light touch here and there. And it does not look like they have added in a gauge to let you know the cooldown on the SCO. It would be nice to have a cooldown, like the little spinny circle thing, right? For the SCO, so I know when it's back up. That's fine. We'll deal with it. It feels like this one is, it feels a little bit faster. I don't know if it actually is, but it does feel a little faster than what I expected. Now I can't remember if Marco here can do power distributors too. Probably not, but we'll see. Wait, I do have, yeah, I do have a detailed surface scanner. Then yeah, after this we'll be good. We'll get back to the FC and check out the power play stuff and maybe switch some ships up. Try and figure out a few things in that regard and see what we can do. I am quite curious. Ooh, 8 signals. All right, I can't remember. I mean, of course, he's an engineer. Of course, he's going to be on the other side of the planet, because why would things be easy? But Can't remember which side. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... Alright, don't get too close. I'm really, really bad at slamming into the planet. It's a pretty nasty habit of mine. I'm very much the lazy life explorer. Just yeah, just auto everything if I can. Down here. There we go. Nice smooth glide in. Nice and easy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at us. Now the big question is, what am I gonna name the Mandalay? That one is trickier. That one is a little bit trickier. I'm gonna have to think on that for a little bit before I give it an actual name. It's very important. I don't really change the names up all that much. I want to, you know, they've all got their own personalities, and usually they're based off characters of a book or something I really enjoy. At least my explorers. The others a little less so. Like my combat ships are usually, like, they got more combat-y names, right? Kind of like what they do for US, you know, US naval ships and that kind of thing. Like my main ship, my main combat ship's the you know, the CGV Ozark. So Ozark is a very big old sounding name. Or, you know, the Yosemite, my FC, right? I kind of like that kind of stuff too, but nah, for my explorers, I get you know, I have a little bit more fun with it. Do a little bit more fantastical names. All right, put me down. But what are we at without my hangar? There we go. Yeah, we're really getting up there, aren't we? You know, I don't think I'll be able to get over 90. Because again, we are putting a couple other things onto it. But yeah, I mean, the fact that even with stuff aboard, we're pushing above 80, like, that's really good. That's really good. I'll be able to get a lot of stuff done. And especially with how good this thing flies. It does fly very, very smoothly. You know, there's times that I like the fast flight, and there's times that I like the Anaconda. You know, I don't think anything is ever going to truly replace the Anaconda for me. It's just the ship that I love, right? I know everyone's like, oh, it's so slow, but I like that. I like the fact that it turns like a big ship. To me, like, if I'm gonna be out in, you know, exploring, I want something that feels like I'm in an old school icebreaker, right? I want something that feels like they would have had back in the old days. Select. Okay, so we got charged enhance. Can I put a strip down on it? I can put down a strip down. Ass. Yeah, I'm gonna have like no distributor for anything. Power plants. I might need to put a little bit more on it. Oh. Overcharged. Oh, it doesn't add mass? Really? I never knew that. I thought overcharged added mass. Wow, that changes a lot. That changes a lot. Okay, I think I've still got armored on my on the cloud kicker too. Okay. Well then. Yeah, I'm gonna put up as much much power capacity as I can. Heat efficiency, I don't know, you know, I don't know how that's looking right now. It might be pretty bad. Maybe I should try and go scoop some fuel somewhere just to see what it looks like. Yeah, that changes a lot. Okay, so he does not have, I do not have the ability to just check my engineers real quick here. All right. See where we're at. Let's see how this is looking. Okay. Can I buy vehicle hanger? Wow, look at that. Yeah, that changes a lot. That changes a lot. And like I'm not like that completely changes what I can and cannot do with my power plant. Like I could easily go down to a 4, like probably a 4D and be okay. I'm not going to. I feel like we're in a good position. Like look at this. What are we at right now? Like yeah, I could probably push this above 90 if I went down to a 4A power plant or 4D power plant. But honestly, I don't even really think that I need to at this point. Like that is so beefy. Like going down to a 3A, like that really doesn't change anything. They eke out an extra couple, right? Yeah, I think that's in a good spot. I think we're in a really good position. Like I don't need the max range of everything, right? Like once I'm out there, 80's a lot. Yeah, you know, work in progress, I guess. The Seeker Yellow looks kind of nice, okay. But yeah. Yeah, there's not the biggest fan, I'll be honest. You know, blue's kind of my thing, but I don't want just like pure blue. I like really shiny things. These don't necessarily look the shiniest. I'll deal with the livery stuff once I come up with a good name. But that'll be later. All right. So let's head back and start looking at the power play stuff, shall we? Where am I? Here I am. So yeah, we're down here in Camise. We'll be doing the Empire right off the bat and see how that goes. And yeah, just kind of play around with it from there. You know, it looked like there were a lot of things that could be done. Like a lot of things that could be done. But how that's going to affect a lot of things, I don't know. We'll just have to get in here and see. I might have to go back into our squadron space and just see if I'm attacked on sight just for trying to enter one of our own stations, right? Okay, yeah, they definitely found something with the chat. That seems to be the big issue they were having. Unfortunately, I don't have my Discord open because that was really tanking the FPS, right? So yeah, so we'll just have to wing it with the frogs. I don't know how we're holding up in chat right now. Oh no, you get back up there. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm really going to like this ship. Just kind of tell. Now with the advanced charge, I don't know. There we go. Whoa, gotta get used to not turning an entire warehouse on me, right? So let's get close here and see what the heat is like. Man, that looks pretty damn good. While I'm skimming, yeah, I think I'm gonna like this ship. I think I'm gonna like it a lot. That's almost dolphin levels, to be completely honest. Like it almost is dolphin levels. That's kind of nuts. All right. But yeah, let me get in here. Let me put in a planetary vehicle hangar, see what our final jump range is going to be, and who knows, I might get in here and do a little bit more engineering and pop in a different power plant. I don't think with the new power plant I still have enough to really do anything with the boosting. I think I'm still too low on that with that power distributor that I've got. But overall, I'm digging it. I can handle not having a boost. It's fine. I'm in Super Cruise 90% of the time anyways. Wee. All right. So now the moment of truth. Now we're finally going to get into all of the changes. I don't know what all has changed since the beta. I don't know if there's a whole lot on here that dev has not had a chance to look at. We'll just have to wait and see. Like, dev's list was pretty exhaustive in terms of like what all you unlock, what all you can do, like the activities and all that to give merits, all of that good stuff. Right now we're technically in weird space. You know, they have added this over here so you can actually see like right off the bat what it looks like, right? So, you know, if we're going to pledge to Ashling, we can do probably some undermining in this system, I think, because it's exploited, right? We'll just have to wait and see. We don't know. We don't know for sure. It'd be weird if Ashling is like shoot on sight to her own mom, but I have no idea. You know, I don't know, like the controlling faction allegiance, how that affects things with the controlling powers. Like if you got two competing powers, but they both got the same allegiance, either alliance fed, that kind of thing, if that lessens the effect of power play security and all of that. We just won't know. So give me like a couple of minutes to get landed here and see how things are shaking out. And like I said, it could end up being, if it's really annoying, it could just be content that I don't do. You know, we won't know for another 5 minutes. Yeah, insufficient energy and capacitor. That makes sense. Nice. There we go. I do have outfitting on this, but I don't think I purchased anything for it, so I don't know if I can even buy a scarab for myself. I'll just have to wait and see. I mean, we got plenty of stations around here, so that's fine. That's cool, don't worry about it. Just hop over there real quick. See if any of them shoot at me. do a real quick test run. I tried to get some really nice screenshots the other night next to some of the capital ships. Man, those things are so big. It's kind of hard to get a really decent screenshot. I kind of like the one that we used for the thumbnail, but I'm still not entirely happy with it. I like it when I can see the whole ship. I don't like cutting things off a whole lot. All right, let's pop this thing in and see what the final measure is. Can I do? Yeah, I need to actually go down somewhere and do the scanners, but I'll do that off stream. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Here right now, right? I don't really need like the biggest vehicle hangar either. I usually just have one scarab. It's fine. I don't need a ton. I don't need to. You know, when you're out in the black like this and you got an FC, it's really not much of a point. Which one's the lightest? Okay, so that takes me below the 80. Okay. That's fine. We're still doing good. I can always switch up the power plant later if I need to. And it's got a scarab in it. All right. The final look is looking pretty good. Unladen would be 86. Like I said, I could probably downsize the power plant a little bit more, but I'm pretty happy with that. You know, compare this to, let's see what my Anaconda's at. See what the old cloud kicker's looking like, because I gotta move it over anyways. Transfer ship to location. There you go. There. Yeah, I mean, it's basically right on track with what my oh, that's the current ship, never mind. I wanted to take a look at the cloud kicker in transit. That's fine. We got some time. All right, well, let's take a look at the new power play stuff, shall we? Let's see how things are going. We power play. Welcome to power play. Superpowers were a dominating force. Each superpower is built on a subfaction. Okay. Undermine the efforts of rival powers and reinforce controlled areas to maintain superiority. Okay. And earn rewards, or you can choose your own path. Choose your power. Complete. All right, so I already know we're gonna do a hashling just right off the bat. So, efficient undermining, rolling stakes in newsfeed and media networks. So basically hauling those feet picks like normal, but a little bit more involved now, which is nice. But yeah, so this is, I'm guessing, the range. Now pacifiers are way down there. Let's see, what was Delane looking like? When do I get pacifiers for Delane? Okay, black market profits, those are kind of nice for what we do. Bounties, not really issued about that. I play in solo, so shouldn't have too many issues. Reduced rebuy, minor faction. See, I kind of like the minor faction reputation gain too. Just to make sure that I'm topped off with a few, and especially because I tend to end up lowering my reputation with some people for various squadron related and BGS related reasons. So it's kind of nice being able to boost it back up in a relatively fast amount of time. Search and rescue. I have not done a whole lot of search and rescue stuff, but I'm not opposed to doing it. I feel like that could be kind of fun. So, could pledge to another power. It's not control. So yeah, the reduced rebuy seems like it's kind of across the board, right? And you got the new lady, Nakado Kane. Yeah, very much big on the mining. How's Felicia doing now that she's president? Based on food and medicine profits in your powers territory. Okay. Then you got it was Lee and Parav are the two like explorers, and both of them seem like they're pretty nice. They did. That's a big nerf. It was 125%, but honestly, you get so much money from organics anyways that yeah, that kind of checks out. But yeah, I think this will be fine. I think we'll be all right. Let's go ahead and do it. Pledge. Yay, we've done it. We're now pledged to the glory of anime, I guess. Power play agent, okay. Power seeks to expand its territory into new systems. Okay. Dominant, got it. Conversely, losing control of systems will result in a drop in standing. Okay. Controlled by a power and exploited. Okay, first level has a foothold in a system, but it is particularly weak. End of a cycle if they were within range of a fortified or stronghold system, and apparently that's going to be like a big thing for you guys that are like really in the weeds in it, is like you can take out a fortified system and it takes out all of the exploited systems around it. So that's like a big strategic play, I guess. Power can solidify their control within the system by completing reinforcement activities. Strongholds are candidates, and that's kind of where you expect the big fleets and all of that. Just to improved outfitting and shipyards. Yeah, they put that in the patch notes. The stronghold shipyards are basically Shinrarta quality. So a little bit of everything, right? Okay, there's a cap to how much a system can be reinforced in a single cycle. Got it. Controlled by a power including your own can be undermined by rival agents. Okay. Or counter to reinforcing activities and can reduce the power's control by up to 1 level per cycle weekly. Okay. Controlled systems are harder to undermine depending on how developed this system is. Reinforcing and undermining activities can cancel each other out. Yeah. Kind of what we expected. Basically like CZs and BGS stuff, just power play. Uncontrolled states. So here's where it kind of gets a little weird. Yeah. Uncontrolled systems are prime targets for acquisition. Okay. Forming appropriate activities. Okay. Multiple powers enter into conflict with each other if the conflict threshold is reached. Okay. Assignments and loyalty. So there we've got our weekly quests, but there's also a whole lot of other things that you can do as well. Gained access to the loyalty system must complete the initial set of assignments after pledging. So I've got some homework I have to do before we can unlock the loyalty. Okay. And you got the pilot's handbook that kind of goes over a lot of that stuff, right? Complete assignments. So I need to go ahead and take a look at our weekly assignments and see what all we can do. Sell goods and acquisition, collect bounties. Transport power commodities, okay. Sell 10 rare goods in acquisition systems from their source markets and sell them in an acquisition system, okay. Can be found via... Alright. So I only need, what, 10 goods. That's fine. I can do that. I think that's reasonable. Alright, so where can I find... some rare goods? Let's get in here. Let's switch it up. Let's get the big boy. Let's get the big guy. Boom. No, not this one. They look too similar. There we go. Ashling's Promise. There we go. And let's take a look. Let's see how close I am to a couple systems that I know about and kind of go from there. Jump scare. Pop-up jump scare. Okay. Display can filter individual powers and control systems with a simple click. Got it. Gives us an idea of what is going on. Got it. Targeting occupied or contested system. Occupied expansion, uncontrolled system within the range of a power's fortified or stronghold system. Got it. Cool. Yeah, let's pop on the old power play view, right? And there we go. Kind of show what all's going on. And there's a few systems nearby that I kind of know about. How far away am I from Jotun? That's a ways out. There we go. 144, 51 light years. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, I would really need to put on my fuel scoop, right? What else do we have around here? How far was she? This will be a good test as well. Unoccupied. And they're both kind of in the way, right? Yeah. I'll pop on the old fuel scoop. Not like I need all 720, right? Oops. Was it a 6A that I used? Yeah. There you go. That'll give me a decent idea. I don't necessarily need to go to tier and nog area. Come on, no. If that changes anything. Nope. All right. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I'm pledged to other powers. It says I am hostile, so even though we're both Empire, I am in a hostile system. Got it? Not that I'm super worried. Apparently, there's really not too much of a difference between power play security and regular system security. So I'm not super worried about anyone attacking me. They're not going to be able to take down this cutter. Not really an issue at all. But how annoying it is trying to get through some of these systems, that could be a completely different issue, right? All right, and it'll give the old cloud kicker some time to get back, right? Because we're going to be waiting a while. We're going to be waiting a while on that. And he's still got like, what, 15 minutes left? But yeah, it didn't say if I had to complete all of these activities or just some of them. I assume I have to complete all of the weekly activities to unlock the loyalty. We'll just have to see. It will be a great unknown. It doesn't seem like anything will be like super bad. I'm not super concerned about it. You know, worst comes to worst, I move the Yosemite into like friendlier territory, take a look at some of these other systems, and kind of go from there, right? Because it seemed like everything else was in either acquisition or controlled systems. Like search and rescue in a controlled system is not really going to be too much of an issue. Like with this thing that I've got on me, yeah, not a problem at all, right? There you go. Definitely a little hotter than the Mandalay. That's fine. Just need to scoop it up just a little bit. It's good to know that I'm still getting that old mail. That's the old reliable. That's probably not going anywhere. We're gonna be getting that every Wednesday. Right? All right, but the big question is because like I'm entering our space. I'm entering our beloved space here, right? We've got a lot of systems. About half of them do not have anyone in it. The other half do. So a lot's really going to depend on where I'm at any given time. Hopefully, being pledged to Ashling isn't going to affect too much in terms of what I usually do for our BGS stuff. But again, none of us really know. We're just kind of winging it for the first couple weeks and seeing how things shake out. But after that, who knows? It could change up quite a bit. Here we go. All right, see, we're entering Zemina's space. But so far, so good. I am glad that they toned down the interdictions. You know, the power play security around a station is kind of whatever. I auto-dock anyways. All of my ships have pretty decent shields except for really like my Thargoid stuff, which is almost always on an FC anyways. But the interdictions is really what would really annoy me more than anything else. But like apparently it was just as bad as some of the Thargoid space. And, you know, I don't know if you saw the last stream that I did doing some Titan runs. I don't know if it caught it on stream or not, but like Raijin was only what 330 light seconds away, and I got interdicted like 7 times in that short amount. And I've had other streams with other Titans where it was been that bad too, and like it is genuinely ridiculous how some of the interdictions work on some of this stuff. So I'm really glad that they toned it down if it really was that bad. But, you know, it's just one of those things where, like, if power play security is really not all that much different than station, like, system security, like, then it's just an annoyance, right? It's just something that keeps me from doing what I want to do, but poses no real threat. Which is, again, why I'm so confused why they brought it back. Because it's not like I'm really all that scared most of the time of station security. Or system security, I mean. Not if I'm in one of my actual ships. That's actually rigged up for combat and everything, right? And then, you know, in those cases, it's like, okay, then it's just an annoyance, and I could blow them up anyways, right? But like if I'm in this ship, like my trade ship, and then like I'm not in the mindset of wanting to deal with any of that anyways, right? I'm probably just vegging out, watching something on my second monitor, just trying to make a little bit of money in the meantime, right? Just get something done. So like having to do with power play security on top of that, like all you're doing is taking me away from whatever show I'm watching at the time. Like I'm doing very different things for very different reasons in the game. So yeah, not entirely happy that it exists. But again, we'll just have to wait and see how annoying it is. It might not be all that bad. Right now, it shouldn't be too much of an issue because we're in friendly, or at least completely unoccupied space. So there's really nothing that we should have to worry about here. The other thing is I don't think I ever put an SCO on my cutter. I did not. So we're going to be sitting a little bit. But aside from that, like that's really the only major annoyance that I have. Everything else seems like it's pretty good. Yeah, so I can do 5 of these rare goods and acquisition systems. It has to be an acquisition. Transport power commodities. Okay. Stronghold systems. Oh, damn it. Am I doing the wrong thing? Okay. Well, that's fine. I can buy these rare goods and really just do them in any system, right? Found via power play mode tab in the galaxy map. Okay. So this is what we're used to. These are the old Ashling feet picks, right? Like program materials, move them about, that's fine. Okay, move them to power contacts and undermining systems, so that'll be easy. The reinforcements are going to be a little different. For wanted vessels, so for that one, I'll probably need to find like a good old high res icy ring somewhere and just sit in the disco brick for a little bit. I only need to earn them. I don't actually have to redeem them. That makes that seem really easy. Like 236,000. Like that's a quarter of a ship, right? Like some of the high res ships, like if one of those anacondas sees me with an occupied, escape pod, like that's an easy million right there, right? Scan ships and wakes. I can do that in the in my DBX. And honestly, not a bad idea anyways, because I could probably stand to top up a couple of my lower end encoded materials, so might as well. Now, one thing I am excited about is I have started doing like power restore missions. I've never really done those before, and I found them to be pretty fun. I actually really enjoy them. The only downside is that I did not know the scavengers like happened. I thought there was like no combat, right? I even asked in my Discord, hey, do these guys have combat? And they were like, no, not really. And then I get down there and it's like, oh, scavengers. Okay, well, I guess there is combat. And apparently the combat starts without your shield on during settlement restore missions. So I'm like sitting there like spamming crouch, trying to figure out how to like turn on my shield. Yeah, doing the old frog shuffle. But yeah, outside of that, I've had some fun. And apparently the scavengers can be killed from your ship. So now I've got some advanced missile racks. Next time I have to deal with that BS, right? So yeah, there's that. But yeah, you know, I'm excited. Apparently, Ashling does have a few of those kind of missions. I don't know if that's included under like the search and rescue. Maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I have had fun with it, and I've started building a little nest egg of materials for some of my suits. You know, I'll probably only really have to engineer the Maverick suit. I might get an extra battery or something for the Artemis suit since I'll be out in the black for a while, but I haven't really looked at the engineering all that much for the suits. Yeah, you know, doing a little bit of upgrading on the Maverick suit might not be a bad idea since there is potentially some combat-related stuff. But I had fun. I enjoyed it. I did like it. I had a good time. All right, well, worst comes to worst, I go to Jotun, but I don't remember if it had 10 available, right? Good old Zen. We meet again. Been here many a times in my life. taking care of some cleanup, some unsavory characters, to say the least. All right, I only really had to sell a few, but we're just gonna buy as many as I can. We'll take it to a nearby system. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so what's a nearby system I can go to that's got a station? I don't know. Take a look here. I really, any acquisition system, huh? Power play, unoccupied, right? Yeah, so it can be really any acquisition system, huh? Occupied. What do we have station-wise? To be able to fit me is going to be the big issue. Really anywhere is fine. I'm not picky. Djibouti's. Hey, there we go. Have I been down there? Can I go to 63? I've never been to 63 Capricorni. That's kind of a surprise. All right, we'll go down there and see if I can sell some stuff in there. Let's do it. We're just testing. If things happen, things happen. I'm really surprised that the Mandalay did not cost me all that much. I'm still sitting at 2.7. Okay, that's fine. I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. When I made my exploration vet, that was like a solid 400 million getting that thing outfitted and ready to go. Right, come on. Come on. All right, let's take another look at this just in case. Make sure that I'm reading all of this right. Completing the following activities. Gain control to reinforce it. Okay. Be able to acquire this system and reinforce it to fortified. Okay. So I do actually have to be like near our system. Okay. So where are you, Ashling? There we go. Yeah, we've got to go like down here, right? Unoccupied. This could be an acquisition system. Maybe. Maybe I'll find one eventually. No. Sif, maybe? Okay. How do I change it to acquisition systems? Here we go. Unoccupied, exploited. Power play commodities. Maybe. Okay. It is unoccupied. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go down there. 7 jumps. That's okay. I think we'll be all right. I don't think there were any others like nearer to that I could do anything in, right? Herringold, maybe Herringold. No, it probably doesn't have a large station. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, it's fewer jumps is what I'm really looking at there. All right, let's go. Let's give this a shot. So I can't just sell it in a nearby system. I can't sell it to any system. So yeah, you do have to kind of daisy chain things. So like I'm not going to be able to like spread the word of Ashling all the way in my home system of Adini. That's like clear across the bubble, right? So yeah, there's a little bit that has to go into it. All right, here we go again. Here we go again with the frame rate stutter. We'll do our best. Just bear with me. Who's sending me mail? Oh, my Anaconda. Okay. All right, I got my fuel scoop. We're good to go. I didn't really see anything super scary along the way. We'll just deal with it as we can. Yeah, I'm curious about the merits. I'm excited and kind of worried to see how this is going to go. Like you guys know me. If you've seen my other MMO streams, I'm not afraid of a grind. But yeah, you know, we'll see what kind of activities are available to make it doable, right? You know, once I get into a little bit safer space, we'll take a look at the codex and see what all that tells me. All right, so we are entering a hostile territory here. We'll see if anything weird happens. I'm guessing probably not. This thing's pretty quick for being such a big ship, so I'm not super concerned about it, right? Okay. Frame rate seems to be doing a little bit better. Like I said, just let me know how things are going in chat, and I'll try and make adjustments as needed. It seems like it's just a little hiccup. Yeah, I am excited to have some stuff to do, but yeah, you know, depending on what happens with some of this stuff, like, you know, looking at that and the fact that acquisition systems, like, you have to be nearby something, you have to be nearby a fortified or exploited system or whatever, right? It might change things up a little bit. Might make it that you don't get nearly as merits for doing things just out and about as originally expected. And if that's going to be the case, then yeah, like, there's really no worry at all about what's going on in our space. Means I won't have to unpledge or anything. Is like, if Ashling's so far away that it's not going to affect our space, then like, that's fine. Means I can just kind of keep doing business as usual, right? But if there are things that I can do just like in completely unoccupied and completely just empty systems that are not acquisition systems, then yeah, that changes things, right? That you know, I might not be getting hardly any merits because I'm very rarely in Ashling space, even the acquisition systems, right? Like, we're pretty. You saw how far that jump is. We're 5 jumps out in my cutter. So yeah, you know, I might not have to worry about it, but it also means I probably won't be getting a whole lot of merits either, unless they go out into the black and turn them back in, right? Probably gonna get a mob adder here, I'm guessing. Oh, okay, all right, we're back. So yeah, slightly different than expected. Little disappointing on the merit gain. Bit of fresh air, you know, a nice relaxing breath of not having to worry anymore about squadron stuff for BGS stuff. So yeah, it's a little of each, right? A little good, a little bad. I do wish I had a little bit larger fuel scoop. I can't lie, I wouldn't mind one. Cream health. How am I doing? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with it. The preview looks fine, but yeah, we're having some issues. Oh, it wouldn't be one of my streams without scuff, right? That's all right. We'll have fun regardless. And then, yeah, next couple days we'll be doing some FF9, so I don't think PS1 era game is really going to be that much of a worry for us. All right, so this one has no pledge, but it is Empire related. Ooh. All right, is this where I was heading? I honestly didn't even really look at the name of any of the systems. I was just like, okay, this one's acquisition. So acquisition, and it had enough people to have a starport. Really, you got to look for systems that have at least 1 million people. Usually they will have the big starports. But yeah, this thing's not landing on a surface settlement. And no way. But yeah, I'm curious because I think this ship can handle search and rescue. If that's like the whole pick up the black box thing, right? Pick up escape pods or whatever. So I'm not opposed to it. Come on. Yeah, I am very curious how all of this is going to shake out with the fact that it is all individual player contributions. Like, it is nice to know that they have like a cap on certain things, right? But yeah, the fact that basically everyone is unchained now. No longer have to worry about consolidation. Like, that's going to change up a lot of stuff. And I'm really curious how the bubble is going to look here in a little bit. Because for a long time, like, Ashling's always been second. Mayan has always been, I think, the first. And a lot of that is because of the big names. The big players that were like kind of, you know, kind of shuffling the cards behind the screen, right? A lot of backroom deals and consolidation votes and that kind of thing to enforce their power. But Ashling's always been the largest, as far as I know, in terms of actual player base. So it's I'm very curious how this is going to look with individual player contributions now. You know, again, it's going to be slower, I think, than people think. It is still a weekly tick kind of thing. It is still very much an issue with looks like diminishing returns or a limit to how much things can happen in any given system. So yeah, you know, it's going to be a slow process. This is going to be a thing that's setting the game up for, you know, for the future. You know, this is permanent now. So there's really no rush to most of this, right? But yeah. Yeah, how much I'm going to make off of these, I don't know. Probably not a lot. I might not even make a profit off of this. Got 40 of these weird biotic bunnies and I'm hauling around, right? What are they called? G biomorphic companions. Yeah, so you got some robotic bunnies to hang out with us. Come on. You got this, buddy. You got this. You can do it. Almost there. There we go. All right, let's see. There's probably not power play security. We'll see. Acquired taste orbital. Well, I feel like they would very much enjoy some strange little bunnies. Oh yeah, you can like scan and do stuff with like the holograms and stuff now, which is interesting. Like all the advertisements outside. So that's a little different. Something new. I guess there might be like quests and stuff involved. Yeah. A lot of new activities. It is kind of exciting in that regard. Let's take a look here. Oh wait, that's not the codex. There we go. Where's the codex? Pilot's Handbook. Power play. Activities. Yeah, so these are just the ones that are listed. There may or may not be more that are unlisted. Yeah, as you can see, it does not look like there is a whole lot that you can do in completely unoccupied territory that is not related to your system already. That you have to have stuff nearby, right? Territory. Yeah. So I would have to be... Yeah, I would have to be near a fortified or stronghold to really do anything. Yeah, so it doesn't look like there's really a whole lot that I have to worry about in terms of our BGS stuff in our bubble. But it does look like it is going to be a little bit more annoying if I want to actually go and do power play related stuff. So there's really no reason not to be... there's really no reason not to be pledged. But depending on what you want to do, you may or may not be getting merits for it. So that's something to consider. You know, if you're just wanting to do things as efficiently as possible and get everything, like if you're in an area that has a lot of unoccupied territory, like I guess the only real thing to do is just pledge to whoever's near and like closest to you, because otherwise you're gonna have to be like kind of far away, right? There we go. All right, 13-12 merits, not bad. All right, so now what do we have? Oh. It's not what I meant to do. It's not what I meant to press. All right, now we gotta wait. There we go. All right. So now what else do I have? I've completed one. I got quite a few merits for it, so not bad. Transport power commodities to undermining systems. Okay. Scan ships and wakes and reinforcement systems. Collect bounties. That'll have to do with the disco brick. Rescue escape pods. And pods into the search and rescue contact. Contract is unable to confirm if doing so will improve your power's progress in the local system. Okay. I wonder if that's search and rescue. If that is like an option, right? Like we can go and give it a look. Like I'm not really equipped for combat. Like this one could definitely do combat. Like don't get me wrong, it's my cutter, it's fine. And stronghold systems. So let's take a look at some stronghold systems, shall we? Let's see who we've got nearby. Just so I can see like the new FC stuff, because I think that sounds really cool. Okay. Exploited. Okay, where are the strongholds? Is that what the stronghold looks like? Yes, that's a fortified. And that's a stronghold. Got it. That's what they look like. Oh, we've got a stronghold like right next to us. Jotunheim's actually a stronghold. That's kind of surprising. But we're gonna go check that out. And then I need to bring them to... Where do I need to bring them? Reinforcement systems? Undermining systems, okay. Deliver them to power contacts and undermining systems. Got it. All right, interesting. Very interesting. So the undermining systems would be like what I was just doing, right? Deceased, where my fleet carrier's sitting. There we go. Now we're just slowly dying again. Frame rate's a stuttering. It's struggling. It's a struggling. It's something, I don't know, something when I'm trying to leave these stations is really just it's really hammering my system. I hope something's not like going on in the background. I better not be downloading something here. It doesn't look like it. Why are you running? Interesting. I didn't know that was on. That might have been part of it. I don't think that was it. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how things look here in a bit. Internal Security Service. Oh, so they've changed the name of it. So internal security would be like inner system. And then, yeah, I'm guessing power play security has its own thing, right? Let's go. So I'm guessing the big like fleet FCs probably have power contacts on them, I would assume, right? Let's take a look. Let's try landing on one of them first. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know what their symbol looks like here in the game. Okay. What do we got here? Unidentified signal source. Stronghold carrier. Yeah, let's go take a look. I'm real curious what this looks like. I can probably turn in some exploration data while I'm here too. Probably not a lot. But if it's got universal cartographics. Oh, there we go. It was only a matter of time. Okay, well now we know. All right, how's... Yeah, it's definitely something with the game going on. All right. Well, I'd like to get in here and turn in my. Well, no, I should probably wait because I need to finish my weekly things before I can unlock all of the other stuff, right? The loyalty things, maybe. Well, okay. So how you guys doing? Are you having a good Halloween? Are you feeling spooky? It feels like Halloween here, and I'm actually really excited about it. I might actually go to the park today. It's been like it's been cool. It's been fall weather. It's been kind of wet and rainy. And yeah, I don't know. It feels like Halloween in a good way. I need to go to Walmart, buy a candle or two, maybe. Get some of that for tonight. Unfortunately, you know, we've got all this candy and, you know, we're not going to have any kids because we're right on a highway and it's a little disappointing. Every year I wish that we had more kids to give candy out to, but you know, it's just where our house is located. So I guess I'm going to be eating a lot of candy tonight. Where were you? There we go. Come on. Nice. But I don't know why it's still saying power play cycle imminent. 7 a.m. UTC, because it is Thursday, right? So like we are already past that. we are well past the stronghold. The threshold, I mean. Maybe that's something that they were having issues with. All right, let's see these stronghold carriers. They looked pretty cool on the test server when I was watching some of the other players do it. Yeah, it's definitely a night that just feels kind of like light a candle. I might go out, walk around a little bit, get some pho, you know, get something nice and warm. But yeah, it feels like Halloween, and I hope, you know, all of you guys that are maybe going out tonight, having a little fun yourselves, you know, be careful, be safe. And yeah, it's one of my favorite times of the year. And then yeah, later on next month, you know, we've got my birthday coming up. I don't have anything in particular planned for it, but we might do some guitar streaming or something fun. But yeah, that'll be November 30th. I've got a month to try and figure out what we want to do. Usually I don't really do a whole lot of like big birthday celebration things, but yeah, we might do another karaoke. God help me. After the last one, you know. It could have gone better, to say the least. Yeah, these are cool. Got all these mega ships and stuff. So I'm assuming I can land on it, right? So let's take a look. Docking request denied. Why? Why are you denying my request? Am I too large? Is that the problem? Maybe I am too large. It doesn't give me a reason. Maybe it's just because there's so much going on here. Yeah, more than likely I'm just backed up in traffic right now. Let's take a look. Does it say if it fits? Yes. Yeah, so it's probably just backed up with traffic right now. Come on. I mean, worst comes to worst, so we got another power contact like right next door, right? Yeah, it doesn't give me a reason. So 90% of the time, that's because it's backed up, right? There we go. Yeah, let's take a look and see what all these carriers have on them. I'm very curious. I'm also curious what it's going to look like when I need to start doing things against other carriers, right? I saw a little bit of shooting. I saw a little bit of like scanning. Yeah, if you really want to like punch the enemy strongholds, you've got options. Yeah, so there's the power security force. I'll have to take a look when I get to Facis and see if there are any there, like around the station, right? Yeah, so we're going to be power commodities. I'm looking for program materials. Okay. Destroyer, but be cautious in systems where you are at risk of being caught. Okay. That's fine. Shields on this thing aren't going down anytime soon. Yeah, let's take a look. I don't know if it has any like quests and stuff either too. Shipyard. Yeah, look at that. 35. Yeah, you can do basically a little bit of everything, huh? So cartographs, let's go ahead and try selling some stuff here, see if that changes things up a bit. Okay, only 11 merits, not a whole lot. Not a ton. They do not have any quests. Like, they have a mission board, but no quests available. Interesting. The contact will accept. Oh, collect resources. There we go. They can do program materials. You may collect a limited number every 30 minutes. Okay. And that's for espionage. Got it. Bounty vouchers. I shouldn't have any of those right now. And in. Okay. So let's give this a shot. So let's go back to Facis, because I've already got my fleet carrier there anyways, right? And see how this goes. Or Camise. There we go. Is this undermining? Is this something we can undermine? Local activities, yeah. I can contribute to undermining, yeah. There we go. So let's give this a shot. How many jumps? Next jump? Okay. We'll have to see how this goes with the power security, because they should have some around their stations. But we don't know how powerful they are. We don't know how hard it is to dock. All of that good stuff. I should still be able to dock like normal. Use the auto dock. Just might have to juggle the pips a little bit, right? Now, the downside of these stronghold carriers, you might be mass locked a little bit longer than normal, because you're like around a bunch of ships, right? All right, sorry, Mom. We got some work to do. All right. Now the moment of truth is to see if we get like interdicted or anything. That's what I'm really curious about. Really the interdictions. More than probably anything else here here involving power play, right? If it's a lot of interdictions and they're really annoying, then yeah, that's going to change up how, you know, all of the stuff that I want to do. Okay. Let's just try Meek Doc. There we go. Give it a shot. I think they probably got a power contact there. Seems like it's probably the fastest and easiest one to get to. Now, I've never done like silent running or anything like that. I've never really done any like stealth or espionage gameplay. So I have no idea how all of that works if I have to like get in here. If I go in as like, I don't know, anonymous access. I don't know if I have access to the power contact. There's just a lot of unknowns to me. A lot of aspects of the game that I haven't really done a whole lot of. Okay. Yep, come on. Almost there. So far, so good, though. So far, I'm safe. They said they might ratchet up the security a little bit as time goes on, but they're kind of playing around. Honestly, man, like, I probably, if it is going to be really annoying, we'll see how this goes getting in. I just might not do power play at all. But so far, it hasn't been too bad. But yeah, if I was getting interdicted a ton right now, I'd probably just be over it. And just not deal with it. Just do my BGS stuff. Okay, like I said, I don't need a ton of friction in my games these days. It's 2024. Like that's very old school development that really has no place in this day and age. There we go. If I want combat, I know where to find the combat, right? Yeah, it's definitely these stations are really what's doing it with the frame rate. Wow. Wow, there's a big difference between Super Cruise and this, right? I don't know if they did something on the back end or what. I noticed that even though there was an update, like it didn't really do anything. Like, you know how sometimes after you update your drivers, it has to reload the planet generation and all of that. It didn't do that this time. I thought that with there being a game update, it would like preload a lot of the shaders and all of that stuff a second time, but no, it didn't really do it. I'm curious if maybe that has something to do with what's going on. All right. So far, so good. I have not seen power security, so that's a good sign. Maybe it really is only stronghold systems. Come on. You can do it, buddy. You do it. I know the frames are struggling. All right. Do I have power contacts here? I think I do. Give this a look. Yeah, hand in. Deliver. Nice. Nice. 193 merits. We're looking good. We're looking good. But I like to see. What's that? Assignment, yeah, to undermining systems. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for me today, at least on stream. I'll be doing this quite a bit off stream, but yeah, with the frame rates and all of that, yeah, it's struggling a little bit too much. And also, I'm kind of hungry. But yeah, I think this is a